Welcome, Chosen One.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another GWENT video. Today, it's been a while since I played Queensguard last. I didn't want to revisit the Queensguard before I had made some tweaks. I mean, you know, like it's been so long that I could just play the same Queensguard, and I would love it, and you would love it, and we would all just have a great time. Have a gay old time. But there was still something that felt off about Queensguard, and I don't yet know what it is, but we're trying out some new things for this one. As you can see, Oneiromancy is out. Now we just have Royal Decree. I think that can be fine. I think, like, Oneiromancy, like when it first came out, like it was in every deck, and it's still in a lot of decks. I don't think the card is as necessary as some people, at least at first, thought it to be. Like, just in general, in the game. Like, playing any card from your deck, yeah, that's fantastic. That's very good. That's very good. And especially now when everybody's playing Heatwave, like, having access to that, something that Royal Decree doesn't give you, but Oneiromancy does, that's good. It's nice to have access to any card you want. But for 13 provisions, I think your deck really has to need it. I think maybe decks that rely on scenarios can use these because they're so expensive. But still, you have Mata for that, right? And you have just general draws. You know, scenarios, yeah, you don't want to play it until later, ideally. So you have plenty of draws and mulligans to draw into it. And, you know, Queensguard is a very, you know, mid-costed deck. Like, I want to say mid-range, but I'm not sure how that actually applies to Gwent. But, like, we only have 2 4-provision cards, and we cap out at a couple of 11s. So that's less polarized than a lot of decks are. You know, usually you have like 12s and 13s, and you have at least like 2 or 3 extra 4-provision cards relative to this one. But we're more compact. We have a lot more 6s than what is usual, but you know, we have some 6s that can get a lot of value in this. You know, we have some 8, 9, and we get a lot of value from our 10s. We get a lot of value from our 5s. So maybe Oneiromancy just doesn't cut it. I'm taking so long to talk about this because I'm not really going to talk about the rest of the deck because you've seen Queensguard. We play Queensguard, we copy the Queensguard, and then we have fun because it's a fun deck. Herald is also out. He was a big power play for sure. But first of all, the 5 strength, like this is something they did to Herald and Oberon. Those are the only ones. But they didn't to them because their round 3 form gets an extra engine value off of their deploy. We don't have Devotion. We don't get to this form. So we just have a weaker evolving card. And it also made us have to play like I was playing an Uncrate Raider just to have another target. Because Queensguard isn't always the best target. Butcher is often not the best target. So like I had to have an Uncrate Raider just to have a good target for him. And like he played for okay value for his cost, right? Perfect. He puts 2 warriors on the board, which is great for Drake Bondu. It's epic. I mean, he's legendary, but it's epic. But it just wasn't... I mean, I don't know. Like, I haven't tested this, but I'm suspecting that maybe it's not worth it. And someone did suggest... I don't know if it was my last Queensguard video or the one before that, but someone suggested maybe take out Herald and just put in Swallowblood Totem. It does a very similar thing, but cheaper. Swallowblood Totem is a good card. It's a good card. Like, it's an artifact, but it's not worth the heat wave, so it usually sticks. They may kill one fanatic, but usually you'll find a way to at least get 10 points out of this, if not 12. It's just good. It helps with the short round, which is part of what Harold was doing. It's good in early games, early game, like early rounds. This can be played round 1. Harold, you really didn't want to play round 1, often couldn't. It's more flexible. It's cheaper while getting actually more or less the same amount of points. So I do think it's a better inclusion. We'll have to hope. And Ermion is back in. Opening us some provisions. Ermion is back in. Which just gives us access to one of the few removal cards we have in the deck. We also have Stunning Blows, but we have Triss for that. And also just the 2 blows themselves. And this allowed me to run Raging Bear instead of Terror Crew Plunderer, which is just such a better card. And yeah. Otherwise, I mean, the deck is the same. The strategy is the same. You play a Queensguard and then you just want to get more. I wasn't actually going to play Queensguard today. I recorded a full video with the Dareland Swarm. But it was so terrible, I couldn't win a single game, and just every match, like all 3 matches. Round 1, I had to just dump 3 cards and pass, because I couldn't play. I couldn't play it out. And then I got bled out of my resources, and I couldn't compete with all the meta decks with whatever I had left, so I didn't want to upload that video. Which is why we're doing this. You know, Queensguard is safe, it's a deck that makes me happy, I enjoy playing it. And it's been long enough that I think you guys will enjoy seeing it again. What is this? Inspired Zeal. Okay, oh. Ooh. Ooh. And I go first. That's bad. Okay, this could be bad. Opening in hand Chromama is good though. We have a Queensguard and a res. I'm gonna ditch one of the reses. Ooh. I mean, Commandos. As big as Ceres on Shield Maidens is for round 3 play with the last Ursan Ritual ping, it's not really gonna compete with your boys, the Commandos. I mean, it depends on how many he makes. Okay, just the boiling oil. That's fine. We have a res, and even if that fails, like, we still have plays. That's what I like about this deck. Like, even if the Queensguard just get butchered, like, we still have plays. We can still play the game. What? Are you gonna come in here and play Margarita on me? I would have preferred if you killed it, because then I could have played Raging Bear just for points, but we still have Chromama for those types of purposes, so I think we're still good. We could play Herkia. Ballista. I mean, that's usually for I mean, if he thinks that killing my beasts is a good approach, then I'd be happy to see him waste his removal like that. I could have done it on Chromama, but the only way I'm getting her back is by committing Ermion, and I'm not sure I want to do that. Well, those were your best death blows for Mr. Mister, so I'm not quite sure what you're going at there, buddy. Mr. Roche Merciless. Maybe he doesn't have it. I mean, he doesn't have it. He would have killed a crow if he had it. Okay, yeah, keep going, dude. He's getting by on some cheap cards. I can also do that. Although I think I'm gonna commit this. Don't hit this. Good. Good. Guess he does have the Roche, but he... Why not kill this? Why not hit that? You just lost a point. I mean, I know you don't care. He has no reason to care, because holy shit, that's points. See, at this point, I am probably losing on even anyway. But at least if I stop, he doesn't have too many commandos set up. And I'm not I don't know if he'll dry pass. I don't know. Now, I would love a new Queensguard. I can understand if you don't want to give it to me. I don't know if this is... Oh, I don't like that either. Okay, he did dry pass. So he just wants the card advantage. Fair. Fair. I'm not sure about this. I'm gonna need a Queensguard, please. Thank you. Oh god, thank you. I mean, we've seen a boiling oil. We've seen a margarita. There's gonna be another one of those. And there may be a Selkirk. So I'm actually gonna try to bait it out. With Harold, actually. Now, yes, he can get his commandos out again and still get value from like blue stripe scouts and such. But he'll get less value, right? Losing round one on even hurts. But if I kept going, like, I would have lost on even anyway, and he would have just had more points now. Like, this is fine. This is great. I mean, ugh, if I could kill both of those, that would have been great. Come on, let me kill them. Hit one of them. This is very committal. But if he is sitting on blue stripe scouts, then I think it was worth it. If he was not sitting on scouts, then okay. I mean, he can still have amphibious assault, get it out after copying it again. I think he has reinforcements. Man, I just want to kill these. Alright. If he has reinforcements, and okay, he did. I should have tried to kill that, because now he can assault for a commando and get out another commando. But at least he's working extra hard for it. And, you know, I'm starting to get value. Finally. So, hey. Let's see. You puts me to 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, having to amphibious assault for commandos again. That hurts them. And my value train has begun. I'm just gonna do this right away. Like, there's no way we're getting randomly pinged. That's just not happening. I gotta watch out. Let's see, I have 4 spots left. And this and Chromama, that's 3. And this will actually get me a unit, probably. So I cannot do more Queensguards. I cannot do more Queensguards. Unless I start killing off my units. Yeah, because I either get a blessing or a runestone. Blessing will get me a bear. If I...
Gods protect us.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Now we have room. And I didn't even have to kill a warrior for it, so... And there's the Draug. Hopefully we have enough points. I can kill that. There's no way I can kill multiples, so... And, you know, he's gonna be killing something, so I'm just gonna do this. He's gonna kill. Or he just killed. I mean, I can clear my own board if I have to. He really just... That's a nice 4-point heat wave, my brother. Wait, I had a 7. Even with the ping. That was only 6 points. And the bear was better. He probably has Vincent. No, he would have played that first. No Vincent. Okay, you get 4 charges. See, that would have been a reason to play Voimir second. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. Okay, losing on even didn't feel so bad anymore. Yes. And we got a Forgotten Dwarf treasure. I got one in that failed recording with the Darelands, and I got Border. Ooh, and now we got the Alp Avatar. That's actually really cool. I got another Border, which I can switch to because I really liked it. It's actually a very nice border. It was this one, like the chemistry station or whatever it is. It's very nice. That's disturbing. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Alp. I think it was badass, and we're playing some badass women, so we gotta have a badass woman avatar. All right, pro tip, which is not at all based off of a match I just lost. You don't want a 10-card round. You don't want a 10-card round 3, and also, especially not against Battle Trance Alchemy. I got cocky. I took an early pass in round 1 to not have to commit cards, but I mean I couldn't deal with their greed, and it's just I flooded. So you don't want to do that. Also, no Queensguard. We can decree for 1. I think it's worth it. Force of Nature. So this is just gonna be some big dummies. Which I am okay with. Big dumb bonies. Has Ocean Mud been making decks again? He always makes monster decks with One-Eyed Betsy. It's weird. I respect it, but it's so weird. Why? I mean, it's not a bad card, I guess. It's just why. I'm just gonna try to stick some engines before dropping the Queensguard. That would be nice. Just start knocking them down. You know, if he has Parasite, he has Parasite. At least he won't Parasite a Queensguard. Oh. Did not expect that from Force of Nature, I will admit. I am not catching up on even. I could catch up on even, but I couldn't pass him on even. Besides, he's not done. He's not even close to done. Predatory Dive in Force of Nature. That is good. Monstrous Control, eh? Well, at least he is paying at least some provisions for some of those cards.
No insult.
What's next? If he has one more removal that is not Parasite. God damn. Force of Nature. And now I'm tilt playing and I can't even catch up. But I don't think this guy's gonna pass, so I'm fine. And he has Crohn's. Okay. Well, I can't catch up in 2, and I can't catch up in 3 without committing something I don't want to commit. So, we're out. This is not going well. One-Eyed Betsy. Predatory Dive in Force of Nature. Natural Selection in 2020. There's a lot wrong with what my opponent did there. I mean, I guess I respect it. I don't want 3 removals against this. I mean, maybe it's Kiki Queen. That's probably it. It's probably Kikimore Queen. I'm going to lose to Kikimore Queen in November 2020. It's going to happen. I can kill the current third one. pretty easily. I cannot kill the normal one. Well, I can in 2 turns, but then he's thriving, and I'm just making him thrive easier. I guess it's still worth it. Nope, it's Haunt. I mean, I think Kikimor Queen can still play Haunt. I think I've seen that. I think that's fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this removed. Of course. What the hell is this? I don't understand. What kind of fucked up monsters deck is this? That's not how you play monsters. Take out the removal and put in more big boys. That's how you play monsters. Well, now he has to consume Crone for last, which I guess is good for me, right? Okay, finally a play that doesn't kill my Queensguard. Yeah, you can get all the points you want. I'm gonna try to get some leader charges out here. I'm gonna take care of this. Gonna take care of badness. Really wish I had Ceres. Maybe I could have punished this bleed, but without Ceres I cannot punish this bleed. And now he's gonna kill my Queensguard. Because now he's thinned his deck. And after you thin your deck, there's only one thing left to do, Mr. Tanis, the Adept. Or Adept. Is it Noonwraith memes? No, I can't. Not with that leader. He's just playing them because they're good. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. I have Scorch, so... I have Igni, so that's fine. Actually, did I just fuck up? 32, 30. I could have done it. I didn't have to go a card down. I just messed up because I am confused. I guess my math was off because I didn't think 2 cards were going to help me. I mean, 2 points. Thank you. Fuck you. That's not good at all. It's terrible. Yeah, good luck with this hand, me. I bet I'm gonna lose just because I'm a card down, right? That's how I lose. I'm gonna lose because I'm a card down, and I didn't have to be that card down. And the only redemption is if this Giga Scorpion is what saves me. I mean, without this, I wouldn't have had an alchemy, right? So I wouldn't have gotten Chromama. But maybe I would have mulliganed for one. Would I have been successful? Doubt it. I really am. Kind of surprised he didn't go for that immediately.
Ever danced with a demon in the light of the full moon?
I mean, I can kill it at 6, so I don't mind. Why play this at 4 before playing these? See, now his sequencing is just off. I mean, okay, he wanted to thrive this. I get it. He wanted to save this. And then he did this. Like, I guess I get it? I guess I kind of get it. What are you? 9? Oh, he's just in it for the double thrive. Well, if that loses me the game, then I'm going to be pissed. Please get a bad one. Please get the juggler. Alright. Well, this is not thriving. You know, right now it's getting pretty close to me only losing because I'm a card down. Oh god. You know what? An extra card wouldn't have changed that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, it's a shorter one, but that's because I played like 10 matches today. And only 2 have been anything worth showing. I am miserable right now. And, you know, if I were to keep going, just to get you that 3rd match, I don't think I would get there because I am so pissed off at this game. I am so ready for draft mode. Just like, draft mode just seems like yes, like you're drafting packages with synergy and like you're building a fairly cohesive deck. It seemed from that one test draft they showed us. So you get all the fun things of Gwent, synergy, and you know, building your deck in a certain way, having a playstyle, and going for that with consistency tools and whatnot. But just there will be more variety, and not every deck will be hyper optimized piece of shit garbage that just shits on anyone trying to be a little bit different. Now I'm not going to sit here and say that every matchup that I played today was just meta shit, because it wasn't. Like, I lost to some genuinely interesting decks, and I am not upset about that. Like, that's fine. They got GGs because, you know what, they played cool decks, they played something out of the ordinary. I respect it, and I appreciate it. I appreciate people like that, because it's people like that who make this game even worth playing anymore. God damn it. No balance patch is gonna hurt like a son of a bitch, but at least we can stream some draft, right? Please, draft mode has to be good. It has to be good. This game needs something good to it. Thanks again for watching. Sorry about this rant, but I mean, if you had seen what I'd been through. Oh, Ace, you can show us matches even though they're not that good. We just want to watch you play. That's not how it works, alright? I'm not going to upload a bunch of garbage of me being tilted and misplaying and getting net decked. I mean, I'm not getting net decked, but I'm getting net deckered. I guess is a proper term. I'm a little bit pissed off. And very grateful that tomorrow I'm going to get to try something new, something very different in Gwent. I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you're too. In terms of draft, I don't remember if it was in this recording session or the last one that I mentioned this, but because, you know, a successful draft is several more matches than what I can justify showing in a video, it's not really going to make for good video content. Like, I could just do the occasional draft and have it be in a really long video, or I could, you know, divide it up into parts, although that generally doesn't seem very beneficial. But I will play, like, my very first draft tomorrow. It is tomorrow, right? November 3rd, that's when they said it was coming out. My first draft, I will be recording. I'll be recording the drafting session and a couple of matches, just to give some first impressions, and then we can play a lot of draft on streams and such. It'll be a nice break from normal Gwent, which honestly is very, very bad right now. But draft looks fun. I'm excited to try it. Hopefully it is interesting. Hopefully it is fun to play. Excuse me. The way it looks from, you know, I went back and looked over the draft they showed us during the Gwent Open again, just to look at the different packages that they got offered for each choice, or the choices they were offered. And, you know, it looks, if it's gonna be like the one they showed, and like they chose lined pockets, and, you know, they got more than enough choices that would fit with that leader, so it seems like you can make pretty cohesive deck with, you know, a lot of synergies. So like, my hope, and, you know, based on what we saw, I do believe this can happen, is that draft will just be like it will feel more or less like normal Gwent. Like, Arena never felt like normal Gwent, because, like, you just have a pile of garbage. Sometimes you have completely dead cards that do nothing. You know, you had you know, the imbalance of gold to bronze ratios. Like, everything was just boring and made no sense. But in this, like, you'll get a synergistic deck, a thematic deck even, a cohesive deck. So it'll feel like playing normal Gwent, except there will be a lot more variety. The decks will be unoptimized, so I feel like it will be like if everyone is just testing out shit. Like, hopefully, I mean, maybe some meta evolves and you actually find pieces of shit in draft as well. But it just feels like maybe, if we're lucky, and if it works out the way I hope, and the way that initial test footage may indicate that it can, draft will just feel like the first few days after an expansion, when everyone is playing different stuff and it's unoptimized, and it's not just the same decks over and over, it's not just all the best cards over and over. I'm just hoping that it will just feel like experimental Gwent over and over again. And if it does, that's fantastic. That would be really great. And it will just be like, oh, I want to play some Gwent right now. I don't want to queue into a bunch of meta decks, and I don't have a particular deck of my own right now that I want to play. So I'll just go into draft and just see what I get. You know, you'll get 3 leaders to choose from, and then you'll get 3 legendary cards to choose from. And then you'll just draft the deck 3 cards at a time, so like you're always guaranteed like synergy. Like, if you get a tutor, if you get Furco, you will also get 2 crimes to go with that, and you'll be offered more crimes later down the line. You'll be offered intimidate engines, because this is what they did when they showed draft on Gwent Open. Like, that's exactly what happened. And, you know, you get some crimes and some intimidate cards that you would not put in a constructed deck, but you also get like double Furco, double Sir Skewertooth. They were offered double Novigradian Justice, and the dwarves to go with it. Like, it'll just be like normal Gwent, just more experimental and more fun, and just people trying out different things. You know, they're kind of forced to try different things, but at least they're trying different things. And it's gonna be hopefully very, very good. I'm really hoping, and if it is as good as I hope it is, I mean, it's probably not, because my hopes are too high. They're always too high. But if it's anywhere near as good as I hope it will be, then maybe I can just make the occasional video where I just quickly show the draft and then show a few matches. Like, if I make a deck that's actually cool and I play some fun matches, and it resembles, you know, normal Gwent gameplay enough, and, you know, the strategic thinking, careful mulligans, like, if all those elements are still able to exist in draft, then, you know, maybe it will make for good videos. I don't know. It has the potential to be really fun, and I really hope it is. I'm sorry for talking so much, but, you know, you got one less match, which gives me some time to talk. Besides, if you don't want to listen to the talking, you could have just clicked off a long, long time ago. But if you're still here, if you listen to this, thank you for watching, for listening. Let me know your thoughts on draft. Are you looking forward to it? I have high hopes, maybe too high, but they have showed us like actual gameplay of the drafting process, and I mean they chose lined pockets. That's a leader that would never work in Arena, right? But they definitely got a deck that worked with it, and they got some fun things like double Skewertooth, double Furco. Like, that's just fun. That's cool. Like, who wouldn't want to play a crime deck with double Furco and double Skewertooth? That's fun. I am genuinely looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Let's just all not get our hopes up too high, and let us all also remember what we get tomorrow will be early access. It's great that they're letting us, you know, test it before it's completely done. That will allow us to give feedback. So be sure to give any feedback you can. If you can, like, I don't know how they'll accept feedback. I know us partners can give feedback on Discord, so I guess give feedback to me, and maybe I'll pass it on if it's something they haven't already heard. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, I hope it's good. I can't wait to not have to see Arena on this menu. I hate Arena. Draft looks good. And you look good. I'm guessing, because you're probably a nice person. And nice people look good, even if they're not traditionally attractive. Have a good one. I hope to see you again soon. Hopefully tomorrow for some draft. Ooh. First impressions of draft will be nice. Yeah, I'll see you then. Bye. Take care of yourself. Don't be like me. Don't record like 10 shit matches of Gwent and then hate yourself afterwards. If you play a bad match, you get tilted, just take a break. Alright? You don't have to make content. I know I don't have to, but I want to. Like, I wanted to get a video out. It's hard sometimes. It's hard.